Warning, satirical content ahead. This show is a work of satire, designed to entertain and provoke thought through humor and exaggeration. The content, characters, and events portrayed are fictional and often exaggerated for comedic effect. Please be aware that the information presented may not always be factual or accurate. Always fact-check information while enjoying the satirical content. Remember to fact-check any claims or statements that seem suspicious or unbelievable. Reliable sources and verified info are crucial for forming accurate opinions and making informed decisions. Stay critical, stay curious, and always seek the truth.
Welcome to the Shawn Juice Show. I'm your host, Shawn Juice. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a long time, guys. I've been off. I've been on a hiatus. I've been kind of depressed lately. I don't know, just rotting. Just rotting. Watching Dr. Pol on repeat, 24/7. Incredible Dr. Pol, animal doctor. Just sitting on a couch watching Dr. Pol, and I've been watching stuff unfold. I'm like, man, I guess I have to keep going. Like, I gotta keep going. I gotta get this, get on there and start talking about everything that's going on right now. I mean, it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy, and I don't know what you think about Erica Kirk or not, but I don't know. It's up to you to make that decision. But coming from me, I really don't believe her at all. I think she's lying. That's a personal opinion. And you can have your personal opinion too, but I mean, you start looking at videos, you start looking at all the content's out there, and you have to make an informed decision. How can you sit there and tell yourself, oh, Tyler Robson, he's the guy, he did it, 100%. Just research a 30-06 bullet and see what it does to a neck bone of a cow, and then you could try to make an informed decision, because the FBI said that's the gun, that's the bullet. Well, Charlie Kirk, he's the man of steel, right? His neck can stop a 30-06 bullet. You watch some of these videos, man, things are just blown apart. And these are expert trained marksmen. That's what they do for a living. They make content on YouTube, and that's what they do. So, I don't know, let's get into it and get started. Time is its essence, it's always... I always want to play some video games, man. That's my way to relax and unwind. And yeah, here we go. Let's get started here. Oh, where was I at? Okay. Eric Shabbat Shalom Kurt declares her allegiance to Israel. We are living in the enemy occupied territory. She was his handler.
Charlie always would say very clearly, Jew hate was brain rot. He would always say it. We've been to Israel twice.
Oh, she's always tapping that fucking eye, too. Like, if you were actually crying, your mascara would be running, right?
Together. And to be able to walk in the place where our Lord walked and see the Bible come to life in Technicolor. How could you hate that place?
How could you hate that place? How could you hate that place, people? How could you hate that place? I don't know. Maybe because they're bombing fucking hundreds of thousands, or thousands and thousands of kids have died because of them bombing. How could you hate that place?
How could you hate the Jewish people?
I don't hate the Jewish people. It's the Jewish government. That's the problem.
Why? Because you need to fulfill a conspiracy theory? I'm wrapped in People say I'm a part of conspiracy theories all the time.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, you kind of are. Where'd you get your start? Central Casting with Donald Trump in 2012. Romanian Angels moved it up. Romania is the #1 sex trafficking place in the world. Yet, we have a nonprofit thing where these kids just come up missing, allegedly come up missing.
It's sick, and it needs to stop. We are human. No one is perfect.
Then why aren't you mourning? Okay?
No Christian is perfect. No Jew is perfect. No Muslim is perfect. We are broken, sinful humans in need of a Lord and Savior. And that's why it is so important to give your life to the Lord. Because once you do that and you fully surrender to the Lord, you have no room in your heart for hate. And so, sir, I am so sorry what happened to your daughter. I pray that does not happen, and I pray that that is something that we can somehow extinguish in this world. But we are living in enemy-occupied territory, and every single day we need to guard our...
On her fucking eyes, dude, it's like she looks like a crazy bitch. Like, she looks crazy. What's up, Bob? Long time. Yeah, no, I'm trying to get back into it, man. I just haven't... I was depressed for a while, man. It's just rotting away, watching Dr. Pol. And I was like, I need to get back into it. Because I need to. I just need to. And I decided to do it. So I'm back. I'm back now.
Ourselves, guard our minds, guard our heart. And the best way to do that is reading God's word. And you cannot separate the Old Testament from the New Testament. You cannot.
I don't know. My problem with the Bible is that I think it's been, it's like a big piece of hearsay. Like, it's been traveled between a lot of people, and then there's context that's been deleted. Like, who was, Mary Magdalene? Is that what it was? I thought. Like, who was she, and why was she deleted from the Bible? There's been a lot of things about that, but I don't think I can trust Erica Kirk. I don't think I can trust her at all. I don't know. What about you, Bob? You trust her? I do not trust her. And cabin fever, yeah. Now look at this. I thought this was perfect. It's like a whole legion is in there. Let's see what this. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Now, without the airplane that we have that I bought from Tyler.
Serve a just God.
Look at those eyes, man. Look at those eyes.
And I rest easy in knowing that He's
Bishop, I love your eyes.
Again, getting back to the comment.
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did. We wrestle not.
Oh my gosh. And then I think one of the things they said was like, who's the person that's who's going to profit the most from Charlie Kirk passing? I mean, it's his wife, right? I don't know. I don't say it, man. It's just sad that we have to live in this world where we have to try to figure out what the truth is on the situation, and it's not just obvious. It's just not obvious enough to where you can be like, oh, 100% it's Tyler Robinson. He's the killer. Erica had nothing to do with it. And it's just, there's so many red flags in this whole thing. It's crazy. I mean, who knows? Maybe they put this together. What if they put this together as a way to try to take down free speech? Holy shit. What if that's the narrative behind this? You're going after her. All this misinformation and Candace Owens. Who knows? Maybe that's the whole thing behind it. If it's a way to tackle and take down free speech. Holy shit. That's pretty crazy. I thought this was funny. Coming soon to a theater near you. The movie they didn't want you to question. An artificial intelligence robot planted, programmed, and pushed into the spotlight. She marries a great man who is actually trying to help the youth, and somehow he becomes the problem. Her name is Erica Kirk. Ask yourself, Was this a love story or a social experiment? Watch closely, question everything. I thought I laughed my ass off when I saw that. It was the show Megan. Oh, here we go. There's another one. Erica Kirk before the town hall taping.
I have a moment just by myself so that I can.
No. Oh no, yeah. Okay, let's go for some space. Understand? You're good. Let us know if you need. And you're good.
Thank you.
You okay?
I'm okay.
And she's always crying out of that, like her left eye. She's always patting her left eye. She doesn't pat both eyes. Like, you figure if you're crying, if you lost your significant other, man, I don't even know how I would feel. I would probably I wouldn't want to live. Probably, I wouldn't care to do anything. And the only reason I would try to survive is have to be for my kids. But it'd probably be the most devastating thing that could happen to you. The person you love, the person you cherish, the person that's with you every single day, just to be gone. And yeah, you're gonna come out here and we're gonna have a big fireworks convention, and I don't know. I don't think I could even talk. The morning would be crazy. But anyway, let's get back to this.
Yeah. Okay.
It's game time. You've got this. You've got the grief. You've got righteous anger. And God will take care of all of those who oppose you. And it's for the kids. It's for Charlie. And it's for the ability to be able to grieve in private. We want privacy, and some people grieve differently. Some go on book tours and some stay home, but Charlie wanted me to earn the trust of the people after he was gone. He told me. And everything that he said about that black pilot, well, that was out of context. People just don't know how brilliant he was. He didn't care. He wanted everybody to earn their keep, just as he wants you to earn the money. So that you can buy his last book. And we're all grieving. But everyone who's asking questions needs to stop. Okay, that felt good. All right, I think I'm good. Oof. God, this mascara's good. All right, Erica. Let's sell some books.
Oh my God, the mascara. Yeah, I never seen her mascara running at all. Yeah, I figure, if she was actually crying, you wouldn't even have makeup on, I wouldn't think. Well, yeah, I gotta go in front of television. It's like, you don't care. Well, I'm sure with the amount of money she has now, she probably has people that do her makeup for her. But still, I mean, is that makeup waterproof? Every makeup I see. I wonder who was taking care of her 2 or 3 kids. Yeah, we don't know. That's what somebody said. Like, where is, like, she's never with her kids. She's always on some kind of television show or on a book tour. I saw this one. She has oddly large hands. Look at this. So this is I don't know, that Wicked girl. Look at, if that's her normal hands, that is pretty insane. Take a look at those things like demon be. Like, are we living with demons among us? Why are these people losing all this weight? Like, they're skin and bones. Ariana Grande, her, I don't know her name, but yeah, they're just like skin and bones now, and they look like demons. Like, is this some kind of sick, twisted game that they have to perform? Like, you have to lose so much weight in order to be in these movies? I just don't understand it. I don't want to listen to that shit. Yeah, I see ya. But this guy says, tell me again who's making money from Charlie Kirk's death. And then I know this is digitally edited. She didn't have the pin on there. I had to check on that one, but you guys can't see the pin because my face is in the way. So hold on. Right there, that pin. She didn't actually have the pin, but I wonder what the book says. Does the book say praise Israel, do everything right for Israel, push the Israel narrative? That is my guess. I'm not going to buy the book, but I don't know. That my question. Does the book push the Israel narrative? Yeah, that's my question. Because I'm guessing it does. Now, I thought this was a perfect one. This is perfect. So, Kristen, I don't know, Brit Weiser, 9/11 widow. The official story doesn't add up. Keep asking questions. Keep asking questions. Erica Kirk, Charlie's widow. The official story doesn't add up. Stop asking questions. Stop asking the questions. They don't want you asking questions anymore. It's the 9/11 people are still asking questions to this day. I was thinking about this guy. Shut the narrative down right away. And I just think we came to a point with the social media and we were able to catch everything. We have a lot of independent journalists nowadays that they weren't able to sweep this under the rug as the JFK assassination, 9/11, other stuff like that. They weren't able to do it as easily. Now because everybody's watching, everybody's got a camera. First Amendment auditors, man, always watching you. Big Brother's always watching. I just thought that so this. Here we go. We got into this. I thought this was so funny. This whole Tyler Robinson going to court. They were supposed to have a God, I can't even think of that word. But you're not allowed to have cameras in there. Then the judge changes his mind. Oh, then we get all of a sudden you get some lip reading. Oh, he thinks about the killing every single day. He thinks about doing it. So yeah, let's hear. Alleged Charlie Kirk assassin Tyler Robinson said he thinks about the shooting every day, according to a lip reading analysis reported by the New York Post. The lip reading analysis was done by a deaf professional lip reader, Nicola Hickling, according to the outlet. I think about the shooting every day, daily, every morning, all the time. So he had a wife, Robinson allegedly said, according to the analysis. Hickling is a forensic lip reading expert and analysis. At lip reading, she has over 20 years of experience. Okay, why the hell were the cameras let in there in the first place? To allegedly just catch, oh, he thinks about the shooting, because now they're putting the narrative in place because they don't have a sequestered jury in place. So I mean, if you watch the 50 Cent P. Diddy documentary, they didn't have a sequestered jury either. And guess what happened? Well, a couple of the juries were listening to stuff on social media, finding out. So, oh, I'm a juror. And I see this clip. Oh, he thinks about the killing every single day. Oh, so he must have done it, right? He must have done it. Let's hear the video. I want to hear this. Hold on. And you got to think also, like, he probably talked to his lawyer plenty of times before this. Why are you all of a sudden in the courtroom going to whisper to your juror or to your lawyer, oh, I think about the shooting every single day. I did it. Oh, he had a wife. You fucking know he had a wife. I mean, they do not get news in jail or in prison. I'm sure he's getting some type of news. Everybody's talking to him about it. It just doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, I think about it all the time. A big old smile on my face. So he had a wife. Oh, okay. We need you to go, Tyler. We need you to go into the courtroom, and we want you to say these things. He had a wife. You think about the shooting every single day. Plant the narrative. I was questioning when we were actually going to see Tyler Robinson. I didn't even know if he was real. Unfortunately, it's doing my head in. I'm not good for anything. I just don't believe this. Do you think this looks like he's all happy? Oh, it's just doing my head in. Big smile. Yeah, it's doing my head in. Look at this guy. Somebody is really in stress and pain is doing his head in. He's got a big old smile on his face. You know, a big assassination or a big hitman right here. Okay. Why wouldn't they be talking about this in private? Why will you wait to your day of your trial to start saying this stuff? The number one rule when it comes to trial, I don't answer questions, right? Or when a police officer, you don't answer questions. You don't incriminate yourself by trying to say stuff to your lawyer. And why do they have a camera focused right on him and his lawyer? You know, why isn't it farther away? Why do they have it pointed right at him? Oh, New York Post has got the giant scoop right here on his, right in his fucking head. They want us to see this. This is the biggest crock of shit I think I've ever seen. No, I'm going to post this. I'm going to say that because it's the biggest crock of shit ever. No cameras. Then cameras are allowed. And they point, then it's clearly at, pushing the narrative. Yep. They're pushing the narrative. I want to see what some of the comments says. I don't buy this for a second. The conversation transcribed does not match the body language of anyone involved at all. Yes, I don't think that's your. But the Biden gang hired Spielberg to make Biden look alive. Fact. Holy shit. Is that true? Bob, are you making that up? I can't wait to think of here to see about this one. Zero remorse for his face. He's proud of what he did. Big old smile. I'll keep moving on here. I thought this is insane. This is insane. I didn't think about this at the time, but take a look at this. He is innocent. Hold on. Who's that? Who is that? Lee Harvey Oswald? Oh, look. Oh, Tyler Robinson. Holy shit. Do these patsies just come? I mean, are they like twins? These guys. Oh, man, you can't make this up, dude. I didn't think about this at the time, but you cannot make this up. This is great. This is one of these things that made me come back. I'm like, I gotta come back and talk about this. I can't believe you cannot make this shit up. Is this real? Are we living in real life right now? This is the biggest, man. Whoever the director of this fucking, what you're talking about, Bob, man, whoever's directed right now, bravo. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm gonna type this in here real quick. Bravo. Ugh. Oh, I gotta see that. Like, did Spielberg actually go to? I gotta find out if that's true. Like, you're saying that. Oh, I guess here we go to Groke here. Hey, Groke, did Spielberg have anything to do with the White House, like directing, like recording?
No, Steven Spielberg didn't direct or record anything official at the White House. He's been there for events, like getting the Medal of Freedom in 2013, but no directing gigs. Want me to dig deeper?
Why would Spielberg get a Medal of Freedom?
Yeah, the Medal of Freedom, he got it for his huge impact on film, storytelling, and culture. Obama gave it to him back in 2013, alongside folks like Oprah and Billie Jean King. Pretty big deal. Anything else you want to know about it?
No.
All right.
Yeah, you get a Medal of Freedom for directing. Seems like that's somebody that, that's keeping us free. Yeah. Let's go to this. The demonic thing is Ty Robinson did it, and there is no room for debate. Y'all, we will be exposed. Okay, let's see this. This interview, he says two definitive things. Anti-Semitism will not be allowed. No anti-Semitism. Ty Robinson did it, and it's not open for debate. Let's listen to this.
I am open to a whole flurry of things. What I'm not open to is a theory that Tyler Robinson didn't kill Charlie. Who else was involved? Sure, I can talk about that. Was there other voices in row? But I'm not open to that because guess what? The evidence of that case is incredibly watertight. And I would like for us to focus on the rise of left-wing violence, the rise of mental health illness in this country, the rise of young people in the progressive side, turning to Mangionism and assassination culture, and the idea that they can solve their political disputes by justifying violence. And we're seeing more and more of that. Instead of focusing on that, we're getting taken down rabbit trails. And listen.
Rabbit trails. They're called rabbit holes.
I understand a good...
You don't go down a rabbit trail. You go down a rabbit hole, buddy.
Faith question. I understand that we've been lied to. But when you look
we've been lied to? What are we lied to about? I thought everything was the truth here.
The people that have been harmed by this, our team, our staff, the movement, people that weigh into this issue, then they get caught up in it. There's been a lot of carnage, and I don't want that for the movement.
Oh, he doesn't want that for his movement. He definitely did not want that for a movement. I cannot believe that. Hold on, I gotta hear that again. He said,
I am open to a whole flurry of things. What I'm not open to is a theory that Tyler Robinson didn't kill Charlie. Who else was involved? Sure, I can talk about that. Was there other voices in row? But I'm not open to that because guess what? The evidence of that case is incredible.
Oh, it's incredible. Okay, and then we're gonna bring this up.
Ran
right
over
now.
this guy today. I don't know the guy.
Let me make sure I can show this
on Instagram. He took a 30.
All right, hold on. We're gonna bring this in. Okay, here we go. Remember the 30-06. That's like the key thing about this because he's the Man of Steel. Charlie Kirk is the Man of Steel. His neck stopped the fucking 30-06 bullet.
6, a pork neck, and he shows what the damage actually looks like. Okay, check it out.
So what we're going to do is we're going to simulate that with a pork neck. So we have pretty hefty pork neck here, and solid bone, a couple inches of meat. We're going to see.
Oh, probably bigger than Charlie Kirk's neck, or maybe not.
If we can get a bullet to stop in it at 100, and this time I'm pushing out. I'm going to go to 175 meters, and we're going to see if we can hit this right square in the center and get a 150 grain bullet to stop. That's our close approximation to a deer neck, well, up to Charlie's neck. So, and again, for size reference, let's see what we got.
That thing just gets incinerated. Hold on. Can you slow it down here? I think I could slow it down, actually. Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah, so, oh, God, yep, the narrative's completely right. We know, we know what's going on. There's so much evidence right there. That's one of the biggest flaws in their case. You should have shut up and not even told about the weapon until afterwards. Then you could have moved us in a different direction. But I mean, right there, guys, pretty much for being lied to. I mean, his neck would be gone. Not just a little pinhole where it comes out. I was thinking about this interview. I always see this. Yeah, where is this guy at? Where the hell did he go?
Believed that the CIA killed Kennedy.
No. You're talking to a guy that's read the entire JFK file.
You've seen all the secret stuff?
I've seen all of that, and I've seen the 7 pages of the 9/11 report. I've seen it all.
You don't say that to people that you can't tell what you saw. Should the Kennedy stuff be released?
Yes.
Is there anything there that is like, is anybody alive?
The problem is, the things that we can't release have nothing to do with the questions you guys are asking. That's about as far as I can go on it. But like the answers you guys want, you pretty much have them. There's very minimal stuff that can't be seen for things that you wouldn't even think are related to that.
Talk about the black book. Come on, Patel.
Why can't we release them?
And you're thinking temporally, like, did it stop back then? Right? You know, the way intelligence works is you're always developing it. Where did I get that? Where did that go? Oh, hey, I found that guy 5 years ago. Let's go talk to him. Where does that get us? You know, it's a little bit bigger of a jigsaw puzzle. I mean, it's the same. Look, so the 7 pages of the 9/11 report, yes, overnight, that needs to come out. I'm telling you, that's.
Oh, you telling me buildings don't fall straight down, and unless it's a controlled demolition? I like that. Maybe AI is writing the script, the show. I don't know, man. You might be right about that. James Cameron warned us. I mean, you watch the Terminator movie. Fuck, it could be already controlling it, man. That's why I said that. We're going to get that to the end, too. No data centers, man. We do not want data centers. Even though I'm using Grok right now, okay? You can have a couple. I don't think they need to be all everywhere. No way.
Gotta go. And there will be some people that are pissed off.
Yeah, I remember that. Where's that black book at? Oh my gosh. Oops. Just said it. Where's that black book? Oh gosh, man. Remember, guys, if I go to jail, whatever, there's freedom of speech. That's what you have to do. You have to stand up for your right, stand up for your freedom. I think when we lose our freedom of speech, that's when everybody has to rise. You had no choice. They start pulling you for calling a lady a muppet, like they did in the UK. You know, that's the thing. I'll feel bad about this. Marjorie Taylor Greene says she has a message for Trump. Let's listen to it.
I was called a traitor by a man that I fought for 6 years for. And I gave him my loyalty for free. I won my first...
Now, I can tell you this, I'm not like a Catholic Christian. I believe maybe there's some type of higher power, but I don't believe there's so many religions. You can't have just one almighty God. You know, there's so many religions out there. There's all these different gods. There's gods among us that walk among us right now. But, you know, my wife, I think she thinks Marjorie Taylor Greene's batshit crazy. And I'm like, I like the way she talks. And I like the vibe she gives off. And, you know, if you want to be a Christian and do what's right, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Who cares? But I think that's a fundamental aspect to everybody's life, is doing what's right. And I'm always going to do what's right. So.
Election without his endorsement, beating 8 men in a primary. And I've never owed him anything, but I fought for him for the policies and for America first. And he called me a traitor for standing with these women and refusing to take my name off the discharge petition. Let me tell you what a traitor is. A traitor is an American that serves foreign countries and themselves. A patriot is an American that serves the United States of America and Americans like the women standing behind me.
Holy shit. You couldn't said it better. Wow.
And I want to tell you that this only became possible today because the American people, whom we serve as representatives here in Congress, demanded that this vote happen, and they put more pressure on every single elected politician in this city than has ever been put on them. And today you are going to see probably a unanimous vote in the House to release the Epstein files, but the fight, the real fight, will happen after that.
Wow. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh no. You gotta go some of the comments here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. America first, but Israel firstest. Damn. Yeah. We need it. We need our country to stop giving money to all these other countries. It needs to be put here. Everybody's suffering because we're giving all these fucking money, all this money to all these other countries. It's true. We're all suffering. Everything's getting worse. And I think they just gave more money to Ukraine. If I'm not mistaken. This shit's gotta stop, man. And I'm only one person. Let's see what this is about. Okay, Tim Pool. I've been watching some of the Tim Pool stuff unfold. If there was a grand conspiracy from international forces to kill Charlie Kirk and they wanted to cover it up, they would have just banned her from all these platforms. Because yes.
So now we have this case. We're not learning a whole lot. This was a preliminary.
Oh, yeah. The Utah judge allows cameras for now in trial of man accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk. That's what I said. It was
preliminary hearing. But they are going to allow cameras for the time being. And I think this is something we absolutely must have. The challenge I see, if there is one person that is making it incredibly easy for this man to get found not guilty, it's Candace Owens. Did I say if there's one man? If there
ours FBI with misleading evidence.
There's one person. No, I think I said one person, right? Help this man. It's Candace Owens saying she thinks he's innocent, tainting a jury pool. Now the question I have again, and I beg you, answer this in the comments. Because I know there's a small percent of Candace's fans that are going to come and watch this video. Answer this in the comments. Why do her lawyers work in the same building as the feds? You want to tell me that's a coincidence? Not an answer. Not an answer. I want to see her communications when she hired this law firm. What are they saying to her? When she then comes out and says, here's the address to these feds, and it turns out her own lawyers are working in that building. Just a registered agent, she said. Why is her registered agent in the same building as feds? It's just a normal office building. There are a ton of different office buildings you can use. You choose the one with federal agencies, not just one? I want answers. I'm not even trying to be cute. That's a legitimate question. The other question is, why do you think YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all these platforms are propping her up on the front page? Did all of a sudden the deep state just give up? Oh no, we've been defeated. Now Candace can come out and call out anything we say. If there was a grand conspiracy from international forces or Israel or otherwise to kill Charlie Kirk, and they wanted to cover it up, they would just ban her from all these platforms, right?
I don't know. I don't think you could. Because if you did that, then they would show there's something.
But they're not. But Nick Fuentes, who calls Candace out, is banned from all these platforms. That is to say, Nick Fuentes, who goes on his show and says she's crazy is not allowed to say that message to the American people on these platforms. Candace Owens, on the other hand, is allowed to accuse Bridget Macron of being a man, of the earth being maybe flat or maybe round, she's not sure, of Egyptian planes chasing around Erica Kirk, of French Foreign Legion being involved in the assassination with the U.S. military. Why are all the biggest tech platforms in the world putting her on the front page? Because again, if you think it was Israel and the deep state who killed Charlie because he was going to come out against Israel, do these institutions not have the power to stop Candace Owens? Why would they want her to say these things to the world?
That's a pretty damn good question, to be honest with you. If you think it was Israel and the deep state who killed Charlie because he was going out against Israel, do these institutions not have the power to stop? You do realize they are trying to kill Candace also. There are many ways to silence people. I think they learned during COVID that banning people on platform usually backfires in a big way. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what to say about this. I'm going to give you on this one, Tim. I don't know. What do you think? You think they would ban her? I don't think they could ban her. Banning somebody would show, because even in Nick Fuentes' situation, people that want to see Nick Fuentes are still going to go see him and what he has to say, regardless. So if they ban her off one thing, and plus they're probably making a ton of ad revenue from her shows. Oh, here we go. Erica Kirk caught lying. Frank Turek reveals Charlie Kirk texted him that he knew they wanted him dead. Erica, Shabbat Shalom. Kirk just told the world Charlie never texted anyone anything like this.
He wrote me this: please pray for me. I'm under the gun on something right now. Prayers appreciated. I texted him and I said, I hope you've increased your security detail. He texted me back. He said, quote, I have. I know they want me dead. And I don't know who he meant by they. He wrote me this: please pray for me. I'm under the gun on. I don't know who he meant by they. And I don't know who he meant by me dead. Ed.
They want him
And I don't
dead.
know who he meant by they.
Holy heck. They want him dead. Kirk knew.
Last 9 months, Israel was on the brink of civil war. It's not an exaggeration. This judicial stuff, there were hundreds of thousands of Israelis taking to the streets because Bibi Netanyahu was basically redefining the Israeli constitution. That's not an exaggeration, right? He said the judicial branch has too much power. There were protests planned this week against Netanyahu, where they anticipated tens of thousands of people to take to the streets.
That's what I said. I don't think it's the Jewish people. I think it's the Israeli government that is the problem.
That's all gone, Patrick. Netanyahu now has an emergency government and a mandate to lead. Was there a stand-down order?
Yes. 100% there was a stand-down order.
Was there a stand-down order? 6 hours? I don't believe it. Israel's the size of New Jersey. When I took a helicopter ride from Jerusalem to the Gaza border, it's 45 minutes. 6 hours. They're live streaming the killing of Jews. Did somebody in the government say stand down? That is a legitimate, non-conspiracy question.
Yeah.
The whole country is the IDF. The whole country is. Yeah. But the fact is now Bibi and the Israeli hard-right government has a mandate. I gotta be careful the way I say this. They're gonna try to ethnically cleanse Gaza.
Yeah. We know that was happening. Wow. Oh my God, same vibe. That is definitely the same vibe. I forgive you, Tyrus, baby. Now let's talk about that bitch, Candace. Yeah, I don't see you, Erica. Okay, I want to see what this guy had to say. Who is lying? Because someone is. Add this to the massively long list of things that don't add up or feel off about this entire assassination. Let's hear this.
Bet you didn't see this. So as many of you know, I don't know how you wouldn't know, it's been all over the place. Erica Kirk has been going on a media tour, showing up on Fox News and all kinds of interviews, Glenn Beck, and talking about Charlie's new book and dispelling all the rumors about Turning Point USA in a very odd way, I'll just say.
None of us are involved in my husband's murder. None of us. Turning Point USA.
Damn, it's crazy that you have to say that. You have to go on a broadcast and say that.
Myself, any of these other crazy accusations, none of us. And so I want our team who's on this case to do what we hired them to do and take care of this. And the unfortunate part is that everyone's acting as if the case and the trial is going to be tomorrow. The case is not going to be, I mean, in full transparency, we're looking at end of 26, beginning of 27 probably.
Recently, she accused Candace Owens of lying about Charlie Kirk, saying that he thought somebody was going to kill him before he died, specifically sending texts about this.
I certainly didn't suspect Turning Point USA would be, as I believe, involved in a cover-up. It doesn't necessarily mean they were involved in plotting to kill him, but I do believe that they have betrayed him since, and I am comfortable saying that today, because I know that they have told lies, I know that they have withheld information, that if truly you were motivated by goodness and truth, you would come out and you would say it. Like, there are people at Turning Point who Charlie texted the night before and said they're going to kill me. If you're trying to figure out who killed Charlie Kirk, wouldn't that be a good thing to come forward with and to the public and say Charlie thought that he was going to be murdered the night before?
Now, you've probably seen there's been rumors. Harrison Smith said that he heard that Charlie Kirk thought he was going to be killed and had suspicions of it. And this is Erica saying that that's absolutely not true. Watch this.
Do you think Charlie knew to some degree and had made the conscious choice that I may be taken out early, not saying he knew that day, but that he had any inkling that this might come his way and that he intentionally chose to move forward with faith in God?
It's interesting because I have unbelievable amounts of death threats. My kids have kidnapping threats, death threats. Our whole team has death threats. We knew that there was always going to be a threat, but Charlie and I we promised each other we would never live in fear. And he would say, if they're going to get me, they're going to get me. But he was not messaging people the day before saying, I'm going to be murdered, they're coming after me, someone's going to kill me. He didn't say that. And I have his cell phone.
Yeah, but see, that's really...
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. She has a cell phone. That's why that's also came out. Oh, I have the cell phone. I'm like, how the hell do you have a cell phone of Charlie Kirk when this is one of the biggest assassination cases since JFK, Martin Luther King? And it's like, how the hell do you have evidence? You have a cell phone. You think the feds are going to give that back to somebody? No, they don't just give evidence back until the trial's done. How the hell do you have a cell phone?
Weird, because Frank Turek said something completely different.
He wrote me this: please pray for me. I'm under the gun on something right now. Prayers appreciated. I texted him and I said, I hope you've increased your security detail. He texted me back. He said, quote, I have. I know they want me dead.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how these videos come together. Like, I didn't actually plan for this video to come before the video. We just watched this video. It's insane how this works together. Like, the universe is working for me, I think.
And I don't know who he meant by they.
So someone's lying. Is it Frank? Or is it Erica? Someone's lying. Charlie clearly feared for his life before he died. He told multiple people that. And just add it to the list of things that don't make sense and things that seem to not add up with this whole situation. I don't know how long that list is, but it's pretty damn long at this point. That being said, all the people that are talking about how Candace is being irresponsible and she's just evil and she's just throwing things out there and she's getting all kinds of things wrong and blah, 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 blah. Said it once, I'll say it again. That's how this works. And how else would she get people to slip up like they just did if she didn't do it the way that she's doing it? What do you think she's going to do? She's being an investigative journalist. You think she's just going to wait around until she has the exact right answers? Until she knows exactly who it is and exactly what happened? That's the point of an investigation. So miss me with the whole, oh, stop throwing out accusations and getting things wrong. That's part of the process. Welcome to investigative journalism. But anyway, someone's lying. And once again, something is off. I don't know what it is, but something's off. And it seems like there is a much, much bigger plan. And it seems like there's a lot of people that are involved in that plan. Yeah. But I'm just a conspiracy theorist.
There we go. He's just a conspiracy theorist. Where did y'all get those cool hats? Charlie says, keep asking questions. Miss Erica Kirk says, stop asking questions. You better keep asking questions because it's the only thing that'll keep us free. Holy shit. That one's huge. Wow. Oh, sorry. Oh. Hold on. I'm gonna discard that. I'm gonna grab this copy image. Then we're gonna send this to her. Oh my gosh. Oops. Oh my gosh, here we go. There's another one. Oh, geez. Okay, hold on. Erica Kirk on a book tour. Look at these actors, man. These actors are great. I'm glad we're starting to get the satire stuff here. But, all right, what'd you say? Bob, what'd you say? You know, almost all commercials on TV are not real. They are AI. Getting straight. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's because it's figure the people that generated the commercials and now they're just AI made. It's getting pretty crazy because you don't know what's real anymore. I guess even though we were being lied to back then by the news agencies, well, at least we knew it was real. Now you don't know what the hell is real. There needs to be some way to tell if it's AI or not. I know there's probably AI that can tell if it's AI or not. The only thing that moves big things is military backed. The military has total control. Checkmate 20% is all we get to know. She wasn't at the shooting, but the kids were there. Were the kids there at the shooting? I don't know. Okay. Cancel reveals the person who texted Charlie Kirk saying they're going to kill him the night before he died. It was allegedly Andrew Colvett and Dan Flood. Let's see what this is. Oh, and I got this directly from Andrew Colvett. He asked me to keep it off the record. I would have kept it off the record if Erica didn't imply I lied. We have a scenario now where either Andrew Colvett lied or Erica lied. Holy shit. Whoa. Andrew can sue her for defamation if it's not true.
And so I can't get over again that they think this is going to work. And so I just wanted to bring this up. Erica Kirk, now there's a new one where you have relayed information that Charlie Kirk told people the day before he was killed that he said they're going to kill me. And so Erica was asked about this by Glenn Beck. I miss how he used to cry all the time. I don't know why he doesn't do that anymore. I miss it, but he was my favorite crier. But here we go. Here's what she had to say about it.
I have unbelievable amounts of death threats. My kids have kidnapping threats, death threats. Our whole team has death threats. We knew that there was always going to be a threat, but Charlie and I.
So I just want to stop it for a second. This isn't the point of this video, but she kind of makes it sound like this is new. She's admitting right there, this is not new. This has been always. This has been. So people, it sounds like they're trying to make it out like you are creating these death threats. Other people have. Yeah. And it's just she's there admitting that we always knew, she said, and they always were receiving death threats. So it's not, I don't know why they bring it up because it's not new. But anyway, here we go.
We promised each other we would never live in fear. And he would say, if they're going to get me, they're going to get me. But he was not messaging people the day before saying, I'm going to be murdered. They're coming after me. Someone's going to kill me. He didn't say that. And I have his cell phone.
Okay, well, the problem is we have Frank Turek saying that he did say that. So here, let me play that.
And so I texted him. I said, Charlie, I hope you've increased your security detail. And he said, I have. I know they want me dead. Now.
So, well, what? Just go. What? Go ahead. Take it where you would like on that, because here again. We have these people calling you a liar, and yet we have Frank Turek saying exactly, and then so they keep contradicting each other unwittingly, and that it indicates that someone's lying. And as you always point out, the only reason you would lie is to cover something up. So take it where you want.
Well, here's what I'm just gonna tell the truth. Okay. I did not see that she had said that when I did my show yesterday, and then I saw it after, and I can tell you 1000% that Andrew Colvett told me the night before Charlie was murdered that Charlie Kirk texted him and said, they are going to kill me. Andrew Colvett is the person who received a text message from Charlie Kirk saying they're going to kill me. And I'm not getting that third party. I got that directly from Andrew Colvett. He asked me to keep it off record, and I would have kept it off record if Erica did not imply that I lied, right? So, I mean, I'm not saying she is saying Candace is lying. I am saying that since I was the one who put it out there, she's implying that I'm lying and that that's not true. So we have a scenario here where either Andrew Colvett has told an explicit lie or Erica Kirk is telling an explicit lie. It's not up for me to determine who. I didn't receive that text message, but yeah. And I also was told by a person at Turning Point USA, who I'm not going to name because they are one of my sources, that Dan Flood received the same message. So there you go. I don't know. I believe that she has.
Holy shit. What a bombshell. That is a fucking bombshell. So now we know somebody is lying. Who is it? Wow, man. Wow.
His phone. I maybe somebody deleted it, but I don't know why Andrew Colvett, 48 hours after Charlie was dead, would lie to me. He did not sound like he was lying. He sounded very concerned about it. And I specifically said, like, who is they? Like, you know, like he said, they're going to kill me. And he said, I don't know who he was talking about. And I thought it's kind of weird.
Wow, man. So is Frank Turek lying too? Come on, it's obvious Candace is telling the truth. We know who is lying here. Why is it obvious? Holy shit. This is a ginormous. Hey. Bombshell. And wow. I just gotta you, Bob. Let's see here. Let's see what that is. What do you got here? What the hell? Wow. That's pretty crazy. Okay, let's see what this is. Now this is talking about. This is crazy right now, Bob. Like, this is. Like, I'm having this show. I didn't pick out. Like, I picked these clips, right? But it's funny how this shit's all tying together. It's all, like, mingling together. Like, because you're talking about Hollywood, how Hollywood's directed stuff for the White House and shit like this. But let's look at this. This guy's saying everything is fake 100%.
Episode of Everything is Fake.
One in right now. The Cobra's back. The Cobra's back. Oh no! And the Cobra strikes.
Earlier this week, Zio's shill, Erica Kirk, called out Vatican shill Candace Owens for the accusations she made against TPUSA and their involvement in her husband's murder.
Call me names, I don't care. Call me what you want. Go down that rabbit hole, whatever.
What rabbit hole? The one where both of her parents are directly or indirectly tied to the DOD?
And you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode going after the people that I love because somehow they're in on this. No.
And then Candace was like, oh no, she didn't.
Because it's about me. It's indirect, but it's also about me. And don't worry, in case you think it's not about me, she is going to name check me on stage with Barry Weiss on Saturday.
Wait, I missed that. Who is this all about again?
It's about me.
And then the patron saint of Lost Catboys was a little upset it wasn't all about him and decided to chime in.
Everybody's afraid of a black Karen. I'm not. I'm a groiper.
And then the rest of the influencer industrial complex decided to join the conversation, hurling accusations at the
Oh my God, this is hilarious.
other side is the Fed. You're a Fed. No, you're a Fed. And the truth is that they're all Fed adjacent. And as I watched the sheeple follow their leaders into battle, all I could think about was a speech that Dr. James Giordano,
I use that term too, sheeple. Oh my gosh.
gave West Point 7 years ago. And all you really need to know about this guy is that he serves as the chair of neuroethics program for the IEE Brain Project and an appointed member of the Neuroethics Legal and Social Issue Advisory Panel of the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA.
And we can take that step to go one step further. The more I know about you and the more I know about the way your brain works as individuals, groups, communities, and even populations, the more I can utilize non-kinetic means such as informational means of narratives, iconographies, semiotics to influence your emotions and your behaviors. We can do this subliminally through computer images. We can do this more liminally through the types of engagements, interactions that we engage through psychological operations and informational operations.
And I recommend watching the rest of that speech. But all that to say, people don't realize how powerful and smart the enemy is with their tactics to conquer and divide us, which is why I think we should reject it all. You know, if it's coming from any of these voices within the influence industrial complex, it probably isn't the full truth. It's propaganda. But if you want the full truth, it might take some time, but it begins with having a relationship with our Father in heaven and our Messiah, Jesus. John 16, when the Spirit of truth comes, he will guide you into all truth, right? That's the whole...
Yeah, but I'm already on a path that I'm being guided, but I just don't know it already, right? So me doing this podcast, I'm on a fucking path and I don't even know it already. Having kids, being married, I'm on a path. I just don't know it. And regardless if you believe in a God or the God, Jesus, or whatever, you're still guided in some similar way. You know, I think some people say that we are made in his image, right? We're made in his image. So supposedly God wants to experience all these experiences through us. I don't know. Crazy. Well, yeah. Wow. Hold on, I'm gonna post that at hold on, Eric. Where's that guy's name? I thought I had him. Don't have him. I was thinking about these two. Oh, this was funny. I'm gonna bring this post down here that we got. Let's see here. So we got, this is looks like a weather map from Michigan here. That's kind of weird where it just breaks off. Very strange. I copied this from today's weather map. Anybody ever seen anything like this? Weather control? I don't know. That is pretty strange. That is very strange. Glitch in the Matrix? I don't know. Hi, breaking. Israeli publication. Israeli Hayam says it was Israel that pushed Trump to bring about regime change in Venezuela. Wow. It really is every single time. Oh, shit. Okay. This is an actual publication from Israel. What is your opinion on the regime's ties with Iran and Russia? Iran and Russia are truly the foreign factors interfering with Venezuela's affairs. This has been the situation in recent decades. Iranian Revolutionary Guards operate our Air Force bases, train soldiers, and producing and using drones, turning Venezuela into only Latin American country manufacturing Iranian armed drones. Oh, that's why they're trying. So, since Hugo, let's go scroll through this a little bit. Got some highlighted terms here. Since Hugo Chavez rise to power, Venezuela has become one of the most hostile countries in Israel, or to Israel and Zionism in Latin America. Oh, so it's about that. Okay. His successor continued the anti-Israel line with even more intensity. Thus, Venezuela, which previously maintained warm relations with Israel and even purchased security technologies from it, became a center of hostile propaganda towards Zionism and the Jewish state. Interesting. I didn't know that. Will you restore diplomatic relations with Israel and establish Venezuela's embassy location in Jerusalem as President Donald Trump did? Certainly. Venezuela will be Israel's closest ally in Latin America. We rely on Israel's support in dismantling Maduro's crime regime and the transition to democracy. What do they always call? They always call it a crime regime when they want to go in there and wipe out a dictator, right? Like, what was it? Not, was it Fidel Castro? No, it was not Fidel Castro. It was what the heck was his name? God, I can't think of it. It's a brain fart here. Fidel Castro. No, gosh, I can't think of it. But anyways, okay. Yeah, that was a brain fart on my part. Yeah, so they're gonna go in there and go try to wipe out Venezuela. And I know I've seen some of the Venezuelans all have arms. Don't forget the beef with Iran and Israel, or Iran was all for Israel.
Israel a lot. We were shooting down the drones. We were doing a lot of things for Israel. We did a good job for Israel. But Israel did a good job. They fought, and they all fought bravely. Look, that's a war.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to go to Grok here. So I need some help thinking. So, Grok, I see that looks like Israel's kind of pushing to attack Venezuela, and that's what Trump seems to want to do.
Nah, I haven't seen anything about Israel pushing to attack Venezuela or getting involved there militarily. Tensions are way up with the U.S. Trump's been ramping up sanctions, seizing oil tankers, and talking tough about possible strikes on drug stuff. But Israel's not in the mix on that.
What about these articles and this status?
Random thing. Octopuses have 3 hearts and blue blood. On those articles and the Israel pushing for attacks on Venezuela, mostly just one opinion piece from Palestine Chronicle claiming pro-Israel folks in D.C. are hyping regime change for oil control, and a couple fringe Reddit threads saying Israel nudged Trump. But zero mainstream reports or evidence of Israel actually pushing militarily. No official statements, no joint ops, nothing like that. The whole Venezuela pressure is pure U.S. Trump admin stuff right now. Tanker seizures, boat strikes, big naval buildup in the Caribbean. Israel's not in the picture at all from what's out there. Got links to the specific articles you saw?
Does Venezuela, is all their citizens armed?
Not really, no. Most aren't armed. Venezuela's got strict gun laws, tightened under Chavez and Maduro. Civilians can own guns, but it's a pain. Background checks, licenses, limited ammo. Only about 1 in 25 has one legally, mostly military or police. Black market stuff exists, but it's not like everyone's packing. Why are you asking?
Because I'm just wondering if the United States attacks with Israel attacking Venezuela also, are they going to be able to defend themselves?
Nah, there's zero sign of Israel getting involved in any attack on Venezuela. Relations have been cut since 2009, and nothing current links them to this at all. It's purely a U.S. Trump thing right now. Big naval buildup, tanker seizures, boat strikes, and talk of possible air hits on drug targets inside Venezuela, but no invasion troops or anything like that yet. As for Venezuela defending itself against the full U.S. military, even without Israel, no chance in a straight-up fight. Their gear is mostly old Russian stuff, low on fuel and parts. Air Force is tiny and outdated. They could try guerrilla it out for a while with militias and hiding units to make it messy and drawn out, kinda asymmetric resistance, but they couldn't stop a serious U.S. air campaign or anything bigger. What's got you worried about this?
I don't like these questions. You always keep asking these questions. Oh, hold on, that's what I want to do here. Let me see. I'm going to cut this up real quick. Okay, yeah, I'm not thinking about this. Hold on, it's a 1,000-yard gun. Shut up. Here's the truth about Charlie Kirk's shooting. So we got another video about the Charlie Kirk shooting. Let's listen to this.
I want to talk to you guys about why every single firearms expert that's came out on this Charlie Kirk shooting and says that it is impossible for that 30-06 projectile to have stopped inside of his body is a freaking grifting piece of shit that is making the situation worse. Here's fact number one. In flight, a twig can change the direction of flight of that projectile. It will literally change the trajectory. A twig, not a branch, not a frickin' trunk, a twig. Second, ask that same ballistics expert that tells you that a 30-06 will penetrate 18 inches of ballistics gel. I want you to ask them, how many inches of ballistics gel equals how many inches of human flesh? Now, if they give you any other answer other than, we have no idea, they're fucking lying. And here's why. Because not even the FBI can tell you how many inches of ballistics gel equals how many inches of human flesh. There's bones, there's tendons, there's voids, there's muscles of different density and of different thickness. There's all sorts of things to take into account. That's for starters. Then we can move on and we can say that they don't even know what ammunition he was shooting. They don't know the grain weight. They don't know the type of projectile. They don't know what it was composed of. They don't even know how old the ammunition is and whether or not the powder sucked, resulting in a very low muzzle velocity. All projectiles are not created equally, and they should bring that up to you, but they likely don't. Now, let's talk about the angle of entry going into his body, because all of those things matter. On average, at 170 yards with a 100-yard zero, that round is going to drop approximately 5 inches. And it doesn't sound like a lot to you, but when you take into account the angle of entry from left and right and up and down, it's going to cause that projectile to yaw. Then when you take into account that the neck is filled with tendons, muscles, blood, all sorts of other crap, and oh, by the way, vertebrae at the back of the neck, remember, a twig can deflect it, that within itself will cause all of the trajectory of that round within terminal ballistics to change. And it is unpredictable. That is why it is called ballistic theory and not ballistic fact. And anybody that's telling you otherwise is lying to your face in an attempt to...
Man, I don't know. Maybe he's got some points there. Hold on, you were saying, now explain the 3x6. Okay, hold on, what's this? Okay, 9mm, 45. Entry hole, exit hole. That's 30-06. Well, that is pretty small. 45 makes that big, man. No, an entry wound from a bullet in the neck anywhere in the body is typically about the same diameter as the bullet itself, often slightly smaller or exact same size, not larger. Here's why. The entry hole is usually the same diameter as the bullet or slightly smaller, sometimes called undersized. This happens because the skin is elastic. It stretches as the bullet pushes through, then snaps back around the hole after the bullet passes. Oh, Bob, you're saying everything is about the coming 2026 elections. One a day, paper ID, no mail vote, no fraud. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, that's all you Magic Bullet Man of Steel clowns need to do is get the lowest grain, the weakest round, go shoot from 150 yards, a man-sized neck made out of pig flesh, insert some 3D printed vertebrae in the middle, the same bow density, do it 10 times and watch what happens. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I think that's true. Oh, if you not watched the P. Diddy documentary on Netflix made by 50 Cent, man, that was great. I thought it was pretty damn good. And the whole thing about it is like everybody was like, wow, how do you get the footage? How do you get the footage? Well, he got the footage because P. Diddy was having a video producer walk around film before his trial, and he ended up not paying the guy. So 50 Cent bought the copies from him. Oh my God, let's hear this.
Yeah, well, everything couldn't make the. Was 4 episodes.
Right.
So it was a lot. You had to pick and choose things. Like even in an area where he chooses to date people who he knows previously dated someone. He has a baby by a woman that was dating Tupac.
Wow.
To add to it, but we had to cut it down so he couldn't.
For time.
Yeah.
So are you coming out? I know next year is going to be a number 2. Season 2?
I just put it on YouTube.
I just put it on YouTube. Well, we can subscribe and get it. I love it. And you know, with everything that was out and all of these people that were coming forward, have there been any like new tips that you've gotten since it has been released?
Well, yeah, everyone starts to feel a little more comfortable when they see other people telling their truth about it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's got to be something on YouTube coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, everything couldn't.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. I think he had something to do with Tupac and Biggie's killing. If you don't know who they are, they're just famous rappers. But yeah, I think he had something to do with it, man. After watching that documentary, I was like, sure as hell seemed like it. Okay, what else do we got here? What's the next thing? Interesting timeline for our tinfoilers. Yair Netanyahu launched a new American First coded podcast. What the fuck? Harrison Smith reports a close friend of Charlie Kirk says he fears Israel will kill him. Then less than a month later, Charlie's dead. Probably nothing. Let's hear this.
Does the aesthetics of this show remind you of anything? Anyone? Maybe this guy? Okay, so follow this timeline here with me. On August 9th, Yair Netanyahu, the son of Bibi Netanyahu, announces that he's going to be starting a new podcast with, once again, very America First vibes. And then a few days later, on August 13th, Harrison Smith reports that he was told by someone close to Charlie Kirk that Charlie thinks Israel will kill him if he turns against them. And then, of course, we all know what happened about a month later. Tragedy strikes. But check this out. Who does Erica Kirk just so happen to be standing next to in this AIPAC photo? Yep, none other than Yair Netanyahu. Probably nothing to see here.
Oh my gosh. Holy shit. Wow. Turning Point Tel Aviv. Oh my gosh. I was a podcast with Harrison the week before Charlie was killed, and Harrison told me this, and I thought it was crazy at the time. You need serious help, I think. Similar to the MLK assassination narrative, the PSYOPs are getting sloppy and lazy. Police find this 30-06 rifle, a scope, personal belongings. They are identified as Ray's, wrapped in a bundle outside the store. Fingerprints on the rifle match Ray's. Oh, wow. Okay, let's this. Putin sends a message. I want the ordinary citizens of the Western countries to hear me. The truth about... Okay, let's hear this.
Хочу, чтобы меня услышали простые граждане западных государств. Вас сейчас настойчиво Хочу, чтобы меня услышали простые граждане.
Okay, I'm probably not going to build it. I'm just going to... I'll go read this. I want ordinary citizens of Western countries to hear me too. You are currently being persistently persuaded that all your difficulties are a result of some hostile actions by Russia. That you must pay the fight against the mythical Russia threat out of your own pockets. All of this is a lie. The truth is that the current problems faced by millions of people in the West are the result of years of actions by the ruling elites of their countries. Their mistakes, short-sightedness, and ambition. These elites are not thinking about how to improve the lives of their citizens in the Western countries. They're obsessed with their own selfish interests and super profits. Holy shit. I don't know, Putin, man. Like, I don't think he's that evil of a guy. I don't think he's that evil a guy. I know he's attacked Ukraine, but I think they provoked him. I think they fucking provoked him. Oh, here we go. Yeah, what's here? Question. Question is, why a big cover-up? What is they don't want us to know? Seems it's important to go to this level to lie. What is it? Yeah, I honestly don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't think, but I mean, I don't know. You just don't know. I don't think Putin's as bad as everybody's making him out to be. I think he likes his citizens and fucking, I mean, they like him. Otherwise, there would be a revolt, right? He's right, though, sadly, although he doesn't have much room to talk. Hey. We are witnessing the greatest act of cuckoldry in human history, and an entire civilization willing giving away its land, women, and children because the alternative is to being called a racist. Yeah, and I just think, like, we don't want anything, man. I thought about that. If you, like, when Charles Schwab said, you will own nothing and be happy. Well, technically, we don't fucking own anything right now. We're paying property taxes. If you own your house outright, you still got to pay tax on it. Otherwise, you don't own it, and they'll come and take it from you. How is that freedom? Pisses you off. What is this? AI data centers threaten Texas power grid as winter temps drop. Let's hear. Let's listen to this.
Suddenly lose their power this winter as the nation's power grid deals with an increased strain. This is thanks to surging numbers of data centers opening, and now federal agencies are sounding the alarm here. So Texas is in the spotlight after just a couple of years of devastating outages.
Yeah. And they wanted to come here in Michigan. Stay the fuck out of Michigan, I can tell you that.
A historic winter storm. News Nation's Xavier Walton, he's tracking this from Dallas for us. So, Xavier, how much of that risk is really due to these data centers? What are you learning?
Kelly, good morning. Well, it certainly doesn't help, but in large part, yes, that is why. But energy watchdogs believe there are multiple reasons here for this elevated risk when you combine, the normal usage, the normal stress from winter, and then you have these AI data centers. And then plus you got to factor in the population boom as well. Hundreds of thousands of people have moved to Texas this year alone. You combine all of that, and that's where you get that elevated risk. The North American Electric Reliability Corporation says Texas has enough power for normal winter peaks, but still lists the state's independent grid operator, ERCOT, or Electric Reliability Council of Texas, as an elevated risk in cold snaps like the one we saw back in 2021 when 4.5 million Texans were without power for days. Now, in its latest winter reliability assessment, outages are unlikely in typical winter, but severe and prolonged frigid conditions could still trigger shortfalls in areas including Texas. Now, ERCOT's latest outlook says there's a slim chance for these rotating outages during typical conditions, but it gets much higher. Those chances get much higher if there's a cold Arctic blast like we saw back in 2021.
Right, that many are anticipating now maybe on the horizon. So, Xavier, how big is that data center built out in Texas? What are planners doing to stop it from pushing the...
How much water is it using? That's my question.
Grid, you could say, over the edge here.
Kelly, they're trying to be proactive, but to answer your first question, it's huge. And we've seen other states sort of deal with this same problem. AI center utility surges, if you will. ERCOT says that large load requests have nearly quadrupled in about a year's time to roughly nearly 220 plus gigawatts. To give everybody an idea of, how much that is, 220 plus gigawatts is roughly the same as 200 big nuclear power plants worth of demand knocking on the door.
Holy shit.
That's in addition So about 3/4 of that is from AI data centers. So state regulators right now scrambling, the Public Utility Commission of Texas still trying to come up with a game plan, so to speak, and sort of play referee between, the state's data center boom, but also trying to figure out the sheer volume of electricity they're going to take to use as well. And then you factor in the population boom, and then also just the sheer fact.
So what happens if you cut off the data centers? Then what happens? Like, everybody's not able to use AI or something? That's the big thing? You will own one thing, a bicycle to get to work. Yeah, what is that? AI data centers should have their own power grid. Oh, I like that. That's a good thing. How about those EVs? That's funny. What's this? Okay, hold on. This is Terminator Easter egg. Thoughts? Follow for more. Let's see what this is.
Bridge from Terminator 2 Judgment Day. When they come flying off of it in the transport truck, boom, lands in the culvert. It was an iconic moment, and many people remember it. But there's something in this clip when it first was released that nobody noticed. We're talking about something hidden in plain sight that your subconscious mind picks up on, but your conscious mind doesn't even notice it. And by the way, Terminator 2, machines trying to enslave and destroy humanity. I wonder if this is hiding anything in plain sight for what the plan is now. So look at this. These bridges were not designed for any traffic underneath them. Therefore, per California law, they don't put clearances, height clearances, on these bridges because no one's supposed to be driving under them. Yet in Terminator, they happen to put a clearance notice of 9 feet 11 inches, 9/11. Keep in mind, this movie came out in 1991. So we're talking about some producer or someone in the development team making this movie who wanted to put 9/11 as a clearance number on something that there doesn't need clearance on because no one's supposed to be driving under it. Absolutely shocking. And furthermore, this isn't the first movie that says something about 9/11. If you remember, The Patriot, Mel Gibson, at 3 minutes and 33 seconds into The Patriot, Mel Gibson is trying to make this rocking chair. He hangs it from a scale hanging from a board, and he says, 9 pounds, 11 ounces. Perfect. Something's going on with Hollywood, man. We're going to discuss more about this in a deep dive on my...
Holy, what? Subliminal messaging? I talked to my kids about subliminal messaging. It's everywhere. I was like, that's why I think that, man, I got to ban YouTube in the house, man. Those YouTube shorts, they fry those kids' brains. And they watch that shit and they're just like turning into zombies. And I always think about Batman Forever, a movie where they're sucking the energy from the people using their televisions. And that's exactly the same way with the cell phone with the kids. And Australia just banned social media if you're under 16. I mean, it's a step forward. This is insane that they have this like, this is made in 1991 and they have 9/11. Just coincidence? I don't know. Don't know, guys. What is this? I always thought this funny. This Billie Eilish said, if you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire? I wanted to hear this. I never actually
Here that have a lot more money than me. And if you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire? No hate, but yeah, give your money away, shorties. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
And I thought about this, man. I was like, how much money is too much money? Like, these people that have $100 million, why do you need more than $100 million? Why other people are out here suffering? Why do you need the billions of dollars? Why other people are suffering? It doesn't make any sense to me. And then we're going to get to a point here where AI and robots are going to be taking other people's jobs, and the CEOs and the billionaires are going to keep getting wealthier and wealthier while the people suffer. So how much money is too much money for somebody to have? I mean, could you survive on $1 million? I probably could fucking have a pretty good, nice life on $1 million. So, but, man, yeah. We're getting done to the show here. Got 133 new posts here. Israel spy Barry Weiss wants to shut down social media. Let's hear this one.
He was murdered 3 months ago.
if you go on the internet, and frankly, it is leapt beyond the internet now into real life, and you talk to many seemingly sane people, they do not believe that the 22-year-old named Tyler Robinson that has been arrested and charged with his murder is the actual murderer.
Who did they think? Yeah.
They believe any number of theories. They believe that Erica Kirk was his Mossad handler and that he was killed by a foreign government. They believed that she was tracked by Egyptian planes. They believe that the rings on her hand are signs of Illuminati.
There's proof that she was tracked by Egyptian planes. We don't know what the hell the Egyptian planes for. It's why Egyptian planes?
The theories themselves are absurd. What matters is that, because she speaks about this in the interview, the brain rot that social media is allowing to spread, the way that it is detaching us from humanity, from our ability to talk to one another and our ability to discern the truth from just out and out lies, is something that is incredibly important as a theme, I think.
That's what's
so she.
Yeah, so she wants to ban social media. Maybe that's the whole
He was
point
murdered
behind this. Maybe that's the whole point of this, like getting rid of social media so nobody can question any narratives. Yeah, I don't know. See some new posts. We got a new post. Netanyahu demands FBI arrests critics of Israel, or there will be bloodshed across America. What? Holy gosh. What's this? The dark psychology of Erica Kirk. Let's listen to this one. I want to listen to this one.
I've been summoned to do the dark psychology of Erica Kirk, and what I will start with is moral certainty is one of the oldest control tactics in human history. And religions, religious leaders, Erica Kirk, love doing this tactic of moral elevation. Basically, when someone positions themselves as morally superior or above, more enlightened than others. This automatically is a domination tactic, which basically is, if I'm good, which I am, then that means you're bad. It's domination disguised as virtue. Listen to when Erica gives these interviews where she is talking also even with forgiving her husband's murder. I forgive because God has led me to forgive. Anyone who has questioned Charlie Kirk's death, they are painted as the sinner. They are painted as, how can you even be questioning me on this? Erica's also very interesting. She does what Meghan Markle also does, which is selective vulnerability. I will be vulnerable when I feel like it on my terms, but when you tell me when I need to be vulnerable, how dare you? My husband is dead. On this morality play, like I said, we've seen this in religious structures throughout history. In high control belief systems, morality is not about the truth. It is about obedience. Religious language has always been powerful because it does not argue facts. It threatens belonging. And you see this so much in churches. If you grew up religious and maybe had a curious, questioning mind and you questioned anything, you go back to, you have to have faith, you have to have faith. Erica has basically taken all religious tactics of control and has repackaged them. And every single, if you look at a cult or just the religious systems at play and you see in the times where they have gone the darkest, what are the tactics they have used? Those are the tactics that Erica Kirk is using to not be questioned. Because we've seen it time and time again. When someone claims moral authority, they are not asking to be heard or to say the good doctrine. They are asking to be obeyed. Righteousness is the cleanest way to avoid accountability. Every cult actually starts the same way. It's not with evil, it is with someone who is too good to be questioned. I think anyone with a curious mind, even if you really like Erica Kirk, if you're an Erica Kirk stan, we should always be asking anyone who is in this position of power, who is leading, who are listening to, watch how they handle disagreement. Erica repeatedly frames disagreement as harmful, immoral, or dangerous. And to police people on questioning from this moral high ground superiority, I have found enlightenment, I have found healing, red flags should go off for you. I am very on board with the statement of everyone grieves differently, but I think it should be questioned that the way she is grieving differently is literally follows the same alignment as cult leaders do. So very curious.
I don't know. My question is, she's missing a nail. But if you look at one of her fingers here, let me see, where is it at here? Right here, she's missing a red nail for some reason. Question than that. Why are you missing a red nail? You're all done up and everything, but you got one fucking red nail missing. It's kind of weird. Question everything. Information is important. Get proof and research. Yep, that's all I say. Israel intelligence claims Iran is the prime suspect in the Bondi beach attack. Oh my gosh. Wow. But what's this? Reader context. Candace Owens never said Erica Kirk was on the Egyptian planes. That's false. She said the planes traveled to the same location as Erica. Yeah, that is true. Alright, yeah. I think we're gonna end the show tonight. We'll say, yeah, I don't know. As this Tyler Robinson courtroom, now that just cameras are allowed, who knows what the hell's gonna happen? Who knows what we're gonna see? Who knows what they want to influence us on? But it's not sequestered anymore, I guess, because they're allowing cameras. I just don't believe Eric Kirk. I think she has something to do with this. I mean, it's sad to say that we have to question a widow and their motives when we just, like, there's just so many red flags here. The whole Charlie Kirk assassination, Turning Point USA. And the bombshell tonight is that either Erica Kirk or Andrew Colvey are lying. Somebody's lying. Candace Owens got texts. She's saying that Andrew said that. If that's false, then he can sue her for defamation. Because when you're dealing with this big spotlights, as these people are, the big influence they have, you can sue them if there's a defamation of character. So going forward, man, we'll see what happens. I'll be back. I don't know when I'm going to be back. I don't know what my next one is. We'll see. I'll get some more content. I'm sure there'll be some more content here coming up. But I'm waiting for games coming out. Got Hell Let Loose Vietnam. I'm waiting for that, man. That's going to be a fun game. I can't wait for that. And I don't know. You guys stay free and peace out till the next one. Right?